Sylveon. They look cute and adorable on the outside, but on the inside, who knows what they're planning, plotting, wondering. It all started 2 weeks after Pokemon X and Y were released. I just got home from school and decided to play some Pokemon Rumble Blast on my 3DS since I had no homework. I hadn't gotten Pokemon X or Y yet, but I was expecting to get it sometime soon. To my surprise, my mom walked into my room and showed me the brand new, still unwrapped Pokemon Y game. I was jumping for joy when she handed me the game and I immediately started playing it. Once the main title screen appeared, I went through the usual Pokemon intros of the games. Professor Sycamore had asked me for my gender, name, and hair color, which was female, Tyran, and black hair. So they didn't have a dark brown as an option. After meeting my rivals and picking my starter, Fennekin, I continued to play through the game. I had always wanted a female Sylveon on my team. I don't know why, I just did. Their cute and fluffy appearance really stood out to me, so I just had to get one. It was getting pretty late, so I saved my game at Silt City and shut off my 3DS. In the morning when I woke up, I quickly got out of bed and picked up my 3DS. I turned it on and clicked on Pokemon Y. It sent me to the title screen, and I continued with my game. I recently caught a male Esper and got a male Charmander from Professor Sycamore in Lumio City. Today, my goal was to catch a female Eevee for my team, and eventually evolve it into Sylveon. I ran from Silt City to Route 10 to catch an Eevee. Since I had just beaten the gym leader, I should have been able to move the rock with strength, so I could access the spot where Eevees were. I taught the 8 gem strength to one of my Pokemon, and had them move the boulder out of the way. When I moved the boulder, I ran into the grass and found a male Eevee in my first try. I was surprised to see an Eevee, but I had realized it was a male, so I ran from it. Many wild encounters and many male Eevees later, I had finally gotten tired of searching for a female Eevee. It just wouldn't show up, like as if it didn't want to, or maybe it was just never meant to be. Then I found, once again, another male Eevee. Since I was getting tired of looking, I had just decided to catch it. I threw some Ultra Balls at it, and with the third Ultra Ball, I caught it. I wasn't really happy that I caught the thing, but I guess it'll have to do. I had nicknamed the Eevee Sylvie, since I was planning on evolving it into Sylveon. After looking at Sylvie's stats, I opened up Pokemon-Ami and chose Sylvie to play with. I didn't really care for it. I had wanted a female, but now I guess I'm stuck with a male. I didn't look happy, and it didn't feel like that either. It really upset me. When my face showed up on camera on my 3DS, Sylvie's facial expression changed. It looked sad and worried. I didn't smile, and neither did he. I found some Pokepuffs and played games with him until he was all maxed out. He had full hearts, music notes, and full of food. I began to run in the grass and battle a couple of Pokemon until Sylvie was ready to evolve. Sylvie evolved, but before he did, he looked really sad and depressed. It even looked like he was crying. This sort of confused me, but I blew it off as some glitch in the game. He began to evolve, and after a couple of seconds, a crying Sylveon appeared on the screen. When he let out his cry, it sounded really sad, dull, and depressing. After he evolved, I moved him in the back of my party and continued to play the game. 2 days after Sylvie evolved, I had beaten the Elite Four and the champion. The sad thing was that I didn't use Sylvie in any of their battles. He just sat in the very back of my party. He was at the same level Charcoal, my Charizard, which was level 67. I didn't really care about how I didn't use him in any battles. The feeling just never came to me. When I was looking at my Pokemon team's stats, after I received the chest pin from Shauna, I noticed something really weird about Sylvie's sprite. He had red cuts all over his body, legs, ears, and tail. He was holding a sharp, gray object with one of his ribbon-like feelers. His eyes were black with the red pupil, and they were bleeding. I noticed some dark red pixels on the sharp, gray object that he was holding. Was that Blood? It had to be. What else could it be? I exited the stats screen and went to the Pokemon of me once again with Sylvie. When he appeared on the screen, his left eye's red pupil was looking all the way to the left, while the right eye's pupil was looking all the way to the right. It looked like he had gone insane, which he did. A text box appeared. Why couldn't you just love me? That's strange. Usually text boxes don't show up in Pokemon of me. And what did he mean by that? Another text box then showed up. I may not be female, like you wanted, but I have feelings too. Okay, this is getting weird. How did he know that I wanted a female? Why does it look like he's been cutting himself? So many questions left unanswered. One last text box showed up. Why couldn't you just love? For me! At this point, it was starting to freak me out. Sylvia's depressed frown turned into a wicked and insane grin that stretched from cheek to cheek. The grin revealed his demonically sharp teeth. His head started to shake extremely fast, like as if he was glitching out. I then noticed one of his feelers were ripped. Had he cut his own feeler in half? Dang, it looked like it hurt! Sylvia sat up straight without moving, just staring into my soul with his demonic eyes and grin. In a matter of seconds, all the cuts in his body just began to bleed intensely. The screen then glitched out like crazy to where I can barely even recognize Sylvia on the screen. My speakers then let a fuzzy, high-pitched Sylveon cry that was making me want to throw my 3DS across the room. But if it did, I would have broke it. The loud noise stopped, and the 3DS had sent me back to the title screen of Pokemon Y. I clicked continue, and opened up my party once my trainer appeared on the screen. I noticed that Sylvie wasn't there. I said in relief, knowing that thing was out of my party. I exited my team, and a text box showed up once again. Can you be happy now? Happy without me? All I wanted was to be accepted. But I guess things don't always turn out the way things are planned. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Or is it? That last part made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Somehow I knew the text box was Sylvie's. It had to be Sylvie's! My screen instantly cut to black. I realized that I shut my 3DS off. I took the cartridge out of the 3DS and set it on my shelf in my room. And when I did, I could have sworn I heard a male whisper echo throughout the room saying, "Accept